by the way, I took a video of the whole parade. But, I know nothing about videos or how to edit them, so...
You got a Mac?
Huh?
You got a Mac?
Oh, hell no. I have a computer, not a paperweight.
Nah, send it to Big Blue Fox then.
Okay.
He may help. He's been doing the professional quote-unquote memory video on there. He's Big Blue Fox on Twitter.
Okay.
You're here. Yay, you. We were looking for you. Vaguely.
Who's he?
Dolphin AMD.
Oh, hi, Dolphin.
Hey, that really annoying pyro. Alright, back to whatever I was doing.
I keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. The American one. Like what? I have 6 people dominating me? 6 people dominating me, the team's not going anywhere. It's not my fault. I have been. What else do we have here? We have been. Here's the game.
Now you may never play Pyro again. I already know.
Hey, sweet. Camera set up and everything.
Well,
I think I can see you. Well, you should come closer. We do have a U. Because there's another dingo. It's a GIMP U, it's more like a J. True. Roll. Drag.
And those of us who pay for it get a hat.
Yeah.
yeah, we.
The hat that really doesn't even stand out.
More than the mandatory 2 seconds.
Oh, ye who have not learned from history.
Free hats. Hats and Hat Fortress too? Might have somewhere else. I thought it was a hat collection.
No. Here's the official description. It's a World War II themed hat simulator.
Because he didn't have his on when he got there to begin
Sign in.
Pass on to him. Because James hogging the center. Yep. I think I see Flutter.
Okay, so our game
You do.
that is one of many problems we now face.
Sign in. Give it to the other guys.
I'll explain everything in we don't know yet. We hope so. I would think that Valve would have put an option on there to opt out.
No, this is Valve.
Yeah, you know, they probably put an option and forgot to turn it on.
It's coming soon.
Valentine, and we will see it next year.
During Anthrocon.
Once I get the sign-in sheet back, I'm going to start.
I don't know what's happening to my
It starts putting
my hard drive filled up.
Really? With what?
It was doing demos for the Fantasy Awards, and it's supposed to automatically clear itself.
Oh, I heard that.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't, and I was like, why the hell is the Minecraft server running so slow? And I go there and there's like 20 megs left in free space on the hard drive because the demo said it swallowed up, I think 45 gigs of demos from the server.
That reminds me of how server 6 was crashing because of too much furry porn.
7 gigs, was it?
7 gigs.
Whenever my server dies,
Every time you spray, it saves it to the server. So because it never got cleaned out, there was 7 gigs of furry porn.
I contributed.
So no one found Kellerbo this whole time?
Server is drowned.
I've heard from people that this year. I haven't. I didn't see his number's not in the contact detail. Vintage. That's a good way to keep that.
Vintage gelati? That's called ammonia.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
We're all from Texas. Every single person.
Yeehaw.
I gotta wait for the girl to laminate my sniper badge.
Send me that sign-in sheet when it's done.
Where is it?
Is it done?
Oh, I haven't signed it. Gimme.
Hey, bro.
Grab it and sign it, and send it my way.
Go and buzz around a bit first.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to go through.
We have seriously gated 4,000 blankets and pillows in my right room and put a sign on the necessity report.
So, did you suddenly find yourself with a gaggle of snipers?
It doesn't go back in. Alright, so I'm up to 22 so far. That's pretty good.
What
Alright,
did we have last year?
Huh? At the end of? No, we had a lot of admins last year. A lot of people couldn't make it this year, and it ended up with 28? Maybe even 30. So, yeah. So this is our third annual TFP Zoom meetup because they still won't give us our own room, which I'll work on eventually. They'll break one day. It'll be cool. So, let's see. We've got 22 folks. I'm going to point out the admins real fast for those of you that are just members who don't know who everyone is. I'm Sec. I run server 6, the fast rotation server. We've got Pathia. And over there. Let's see. Commander Lost. Jinx, who makes sure shit doesn't explode. It's an ongoing process. Jouster.
The drinking game plugin.
Yeah, he wrote the drinking game plugin. For anyone that has enjoyed that, you can thank him. We've got Draganta. I think it's all our admins that are here. So there's a couple more around the convention, but this is the ones that are here. And missing one. Alright. So, I'm just gonna go over a couple of things real fast, like things that we're looking into doing. Stuff that Valve broke in the last 4 days since Anthrocon started, and yeah, and then we'll just talk or something. It's usually what happens. So stuff I want to do in a couple. I've talked to a couple of the admins, and we're looking into starting it. One, we want to have a Battlefield 3 server. Is anyone interested in that? People, Battlefield 3 coming out eventually.
Are they going to have dedicated?
They say they are. They claim we will have dedicated.
They have been so far pretty hardcore on getting the PC community
very,
behind this.
They're very much trying to get PC community on board. So we'll see how that works. Again, we're always trying to branch out into new games. It's a really difficult process because none of them have hats. So, you know, we're working on that. Yeah, they need to get on this and make hats quickly so that I can put furries on them and then populate those two. So, yeah, either hats or sprays. When people can put furry porn on the walls of buildings and then blow them up, that also works really well for population. So, that's one of the things we'll work on. Another thing is I'd like to set up a system for, at first I'm basing this around RTSs because we have a lot of players who like to play real-time strategy games, but it's really hard to find people that are either around your skill level or not going to just rage quit when you tank rush them. So I want to set up a RTS group, and I've got a fellow that's interested in running it, and what it would be is every month or so, they would have like a vote or something and pick an RTS, and you're supposed to buy it, but if you manage to acquire it in some other method, you don't really care. And then there'd be like there'd be set times, like weekends and stuff, and everyone could get together and play RTSs. Because a lot of people, especially, like I don't like hitting random players, so we're looking into that to expand into RTSs. Everything would be linked back to the TFP Steam group. We're going to maintain the same chat room and everything. For those that don't know, we have the most active chat room on Steam, period. Apparently, if you sort by chat rooms, we are either first or second chat room full of players. So there you go. It's usually 30 to 50, 30 to 50 people.
Most people just don't like to chat in Steam.
Yeah, I'm looking into, I want to kind of advertise our community more as a community, because a lot of people like to have a place to chat, and so I think that's one of the big things that we have going for us, is that we have a really nice chat room where everyone can hang out and not get scared away by people doing things. So there's some rules on that. Yeah, PG-13 rule, which gets stretched to the absolute breaking point pretty much on a daily basis. Modern European PG-13. Yeah, we're cool with that.
So there's going to be a nudist beach on the side.
Yeah, that's the private message section.
It's R, but not
No, that's TFP competitive chat, from what I understand. So, yeah. So, along the lines of shit Valve has broken in the last 4 days, for those of you that haven't kept up, I tried to avoid it and then got panicked phone calls from admins going, oh dear God, what is going on? So, Valve made TF2 free to play, which brings up the interesting issue that people can just make accounts when they get banned and rejoin. So we're going to need people to keep an eye out for folks causing trouble and everyone should know how to report to admins. It's really easy. You find someone in the chat room and you yell, preferably with a Steam ID so I don't get angry. But it happens. So,
Or if there's no admin source bans.
yeah, you can submit. Hello, you made it. You can submit ban protests and source bans. We installed that right before the con last year, so I talked about that last year. But yeah, so people can make new accounts. Valve claims that they have a system in place to prevent abuse from griefing. It's probably coming soon.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Are they really?
I have no idea what that's going to be.
Yeah. Right now we're using IP bans, but anyone with a dynamic IP address can just change it. So we'll probably be implementing some sort of system when we get back to try and prevent people from joining and just trolling everybody and just being general dicks. For all the people that just got here, this is a sign-in sheet. Who has not signed this yet? Start there, pass it around. Yeah, it's gonna go around. So, let's see, that's one of the issues they broke. The second one being that currently, there is, as far as I know, I talked to the tech admins that are there right now, Valve implemented a new system which lets anyone press start game, and it will immediately shunt them and take their friends off of servers they are on and move them to empty servers playing similar maps, which has resulted in every single one of our servers being full of people we don't like. So that's we haven't really worked anything out for that. There's been talk of reserve slots that are the only reserve slot limitation would be TFP members. If you're a member of the group, you'd automatically join over people that are not members of the group. We're not sure if we want to do that. That's just ideas that are being thrown around. Yeah, it's a clusterfuck. They decided to do this during Anthrocon, and now we're all scrambling to figure out what the hell's going on. So, anyways, yeah. Anyone else need to sign the? There we go. Yeah. So yeah, we're working on that and trying to find new and interesting stuff.
Happier news.
What is our happier news?
New rules to the drinking game.
Oh yeah, for those of you that enjoy the drinking game, of which I know I'm probably one of the three. But
we have had 9 people with various numbers of asterisks behind the
yeah,
name.
yeah, it can get silly.
It has gotten amazing.
I'm glad I haven't had to ban anyone for getting super wasted and then like screaming or trying to sing Bohemian Rhapsody or something.
The worst
We'll fix that.
No, I think, Zach, the worst we have is when men slayed everyone on the server trying to mute someone.
Wow. Creeper!
Yeah, one of the admins got really drunk and tried to mute someone and accidentally somehow typed slay _all and killed the entire server. Didn't he do it twice?
Yes, twice.
Funny that.
He might have been going through the menu and just hit the wrong button, but he ended up killing the whole server like twice. So, yeah.
And then it wasn't even him. It was you.
I've had situations where the problem being with the gravity thing is when you turn it on and then the map changes, and you try and change it back, but grenades float, and so do like sandman balls. So you'll have the situation where you hit the ball and it just is floating down a hallway, not dropping at all, and then it hits someone and knocks them, and like it bonks them. So, all right, we've officially beaten the number of people we had last year. Yay! By 2. So there we go. Important. Heck yeah. So, anyways, that's all the information I had. But stuff I am interested in. Last year, we asked for like advice on things we could change, and one of the things was Jouster suggested a server with quicker map timers, which eventually has evolved into server 6, which is within 1 year the second most populated server we have. It's pretty much got a population all the time.
Legitimately popular.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it because I get to do what I want and no one can tell me otherwise.
I like the team randomization.
Yeah, we did.
A lot less unbalanced matches.
Yeah, we were hoping the team randomization. Has everyone played at least on 6 once? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay. We're not, I wasn't sure when I put that on there what would happen, but we had a lot of complaints about team stacking, some legitimate, some just people complaining. So I put that on there, and the amount of complaining on that server dropped a huge amount. So I liked it. I think it's just going to be a permanent part. It's been a permanent part for a while, so we're going to keep that. So if anyone has any ideas that they want to throw out for new games, stuff to add to the servers, plugins, anything like that, just raise your hand and let's see what we can find.
Everyone gets a free hat.
Actually, speaking of free hats, I like to do stupid shit when I'm drinking. So we've started doing themed drinking nights. Last time was like Stupid 19. Our official banner carrier for the Fursuit Parade. Everyone say hello. So, yeah, we did themed nights for drinking, and I came to the conclusion that I think the person with the best themed name should get a hat. So if you see themed drinking night posts get made, they're really impromptu. It'll just be like, guys, I think we should get wasted tonight. And so if you see a post like that come up on the TFP announcements and we have a theme attached to it, there's a good chance if you have the most creative name, I might give you a hat at the end of the day.
Yeah. More importantly, you have to have asterisks.
I don't know, maybe. We'll work on it.
Depends how drunk he is.
Yeah, it depends how drunk I am. I might just hand out hats. So, yeah, I've done contests before. I did a Halloween contest last year, which we actually had like 8 or 9 submissions for that. It was like themed Halloween images from TF2 or Gmod or whatever, and that worked out really well. We had some good submissions.
I have one actual great suggestion.
What's that?
The world seems to be about as different in its opinion as World of Warcraft. You love it or you hate the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe a voted server.
The problem being that I don't see a devoted medieval server keeping a population very long because there's only 3 maps. Counting customs, I think there's only 3. The solution we implemented for those that have seen it, a lot of the stuff we do when we tweak our servers is just, we're changing numbers around. You guys usually don't see it because it's nothing major, but in case you haven't noticed, the group keep and all the other custom maps on servers 4, 6, and everything, they only last 20 minutes. The servers are set to 45-minute rounds. So we cut the amount of time on the group keep to about as much as we would think people want to play it. We still tweak that number every once in a while, but for the most part, it's much shorter than every other map on the server. So on 6, where the default timer is 25 minutes, the group keep is 12. So that was the solution we came to because we couldn't see a dedicated server working, but we wanted to kind of change it up a little bit and at least let people have that, but not, you know, go. running to the hills when the 45-minute routine came up on server 4, which happened quite often for a while.
And another thing,
Yeah.
for 5 minutes I hear some dumbass going, whose spray is that? How about the ever so popular?
We installed it, and then it instantly crashed 5 minutes later, and we're trying to fix it. It's an ongoing process of duct taping plugins to the server and hoping they don't instantly fall off.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that one's we're working on it. What? Yes.
Okay, I can't remember if any of the TFT servers have this feature, but one thing I've noticed that it's really popular on a lot of other ones.
Come closer, I can't hear you. Yeah.
I don't know if any of the TFT servers have this feature, or if they do, I can't remember. One feature I've seen that's really popular on a lot of them is internet radio channels, so that you can listen to music while playing without having to have like...
The one that's, for those that can't hear, I'm talking about an internet radio plugin for the server. You're talking about the one that's private to your player, right? When you're playing it, no one else hears it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I've considered that, and if I can find one that doesn't cost me money and doesn't kill the server's bandwidth, it's a possibility of adding it just because it's a non-intrusive feature and you don't have to use it. But if you wanted to,
which is more important, the non-money part or the doesn't crash the server part?
Doesn't crash the server is more important.
I mean, pass the hat around and chip in some money for it.
Near offered us. Yeah, does anyone need a sign-up sheet? Anyone new? Sign-up sheet? No? Zay, did you get it? Okay. Down here.
Oh, one. All people.
I believe server 3 is essentially custom map. Only problem being with a lot of people, server 3 is in Europe. Actually, for those that does Vibrant have it on 3 already? I'm sure it's already on. I wanted to put roll the dice on 6, but not permanent, in such a way that if people wanted it, an admin could switch it on, but he would have to switch it off when he leaves because I'd rather the server stay kind of standard. But it is an option. I finished school like last month, so now I have a whole lot of time to devote to fixing servers up until I get a job. So that could be a while, or it could be next week. Yeah. So yeah, roll the dice. I've had a lot of people asking. For those that don't know, roll the dice is a game system where every minute or two, I think it's like 5 minutes. You can change the timer. You type "roll the dice" or RTD into your chat, and you get a random effect. I believe it's 60% bad, 40% good. Anywhere from you are suddenly allowed to no clip for 30 seconds to you randomly explode. You suddenly can cloak and you are a heavy. Things like it's kind of a funny mod. Yeah. It would be toxic as a game. It would be kind of a. It would be like a silly night event type thing. It would not be on the server all the time because. Yeah.
So basically turning TF2 into Mario Party.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm okay with this. We do have a server that's not being used right now almost at any time. Server 2 does not have a lot of people on it. We're looking into ways to either populate it, change it into something more interesting, so people that have game modes they might be interested in, throw them out there, we can see what happens. We've also considered allowing players to kind of borrow the server for a night or something if they had certain things they wanted to do and had enough friends to make it worth their time to set it up. They could do whatever they wanted and just that's something we're working on. We have a lot of ideas, it just takes a while to implement. As far as I know, server 1 is
I got that photo I wanted.
Ah.
So you took the mask off?
Yeah, I had to take the mask off. I gotta trim it using better tools.
Yeah, that's what it typically happens, unfortunately.
Every other month I get this idea that I can remember the servers. I think some maybe 5 people read it. If you leave my friends to tell me I Tell her.
Right there. Hello.
I figured we heard you. That's and Fellows here is also an admin. Redesign our website, make it more accessible. We're hoping to connect it with Steam accounts. Another thing we're interested in doing, I have another person that wants to make it so your forum account can be tied to your Steam account, and anyone that joins the forums, it could, if you want, it can connect to your Steam account, display your avatar. People can click your name and it'll link to your Steam account, so you guys can find each other easier, stuff like that. So yeah, Sal, one of the admins wants, if anyone's been sniped by Sal repeatedly, you know who I'm talking about. He wants to redesign the website to be more accessible and also to connect easier with other games, like the RTS group I was talking about earlier. It would be able to display that, you could check it. We're trying to build up the community level a little more beyond just TF2, not just expanding into other games, but kind of bring our community focus a little higher than what we're at. Right now we have chat room and our servers, but we have a lot of people that have made a lot of friends on the servers, and we're hoping we can keep it going as other stuff shows up, people become more interested in other things. So we're hoping to get the website up to the level where people actually want to use it, as opposed to just going to it when I wave my newsletter around and go, please look at it, I want to feel validated for writing this. So
when Scriptbird comes out.
When what?
When Scribebird comes out.
Yeah. I used to write it every month, and then I couldn't, and then I wrote it every other month, and that sucked. So now I write it 4 times a year. It's a seasonal. I will be writing a post about the meetup, and he's been filming. We've got that. For those who don't know, you will show up on the Furry Pound website, on the forums at least, as a video to show everyone else what we did.
Yes, I will be editing
this
it.
This is your consent form to show up on our little video. Deal with it.
You were warned on the forums. You were being taped.
Where's Richie, by the way?
Oh, God.
Richie's not here.
She left already? Or she's watching her table?
What is that? I've heard of it.
Oh, wait a minute. She's on...
She's
Let
artist?
me put it this way. My knowledge of social networking extended
She's got a
to
table?
the original Facebook when it was...
I know she's an artist. I don't know if she's on artist
That's
only.
the last social networking I actually used. Oh yeah, we put your name on the sign. Look, I got
your signature. Yeah, so you just don't worry.
Okay. I can look into it. Like I said, we're currently just looking into more stuff. We want to do stuff. We like stuff. People have been talking about Terraria server. How many Terraria players do we have? Yeah. We want to put a Terraria server on. We're very much trying. Yeah, we have some, but currently they're private because there's no way to ban. Yeah, so if we made a public one, you guys can all join, start building your shit, and then some guys will come in and stream. So currently we don't want to think you guys are creating a lot of time now. Yeah, there's no administration tools involved.
You can change the time of the world.
Yes, we can drag the sun around. It's very entertaining. That's all our admin powers, period. Yeah. So, once we can find admin tools for Terraria, I know a number of the admins want to set one up. Yeah. The big thing that I'm kind of concerned about isn't so much people stealing shit, it's just like Reaper joining in Jurassic. Honestly, if there was an admin slay command, we could just throw an hardcore mode and any Reaper that joined it instantly kills their character. Whatever. So, we want to do a Terraria server for folks once we have access to admin tools. Any other games people are interested in. people want to set up MMO groups, we're all for that. I've talked with a couple of the other admins, I need to bring it up with the whole group first, but we're interested in implementing a system where people can make not so much full-blown TFP servers, but set up areas for TFP members to group up on other games in an easier fashion and meet up in an easier way. That'll probably be linked to the website in some way. It's a work in progress. I'll stab your ass. I swear to God I will. We had a Counter-Strike server. Yeah.
You needed some way to keep the flag high.
Exactly. You get to hold the flag up with your spine. Yeah. We did have a Counter-Strike server for a while. We have a serious population problem because TF2 is so populated, it's very difficult for us to get more people onto our servers when it's a non-TF2 game. One thing I personally want to do, and I will pay for it if I do it, when we set up newer games, I'm tempted to buy advertising space on Furry so that people will see a banner ad, which will link to our server IP. I'm tempted to buy ad space when we do newer servers, like when Battlefield 3 comes out, and I know a lot of furries are going to buy it. It's going to be big. I'm tempted to get a small commission of some Battlefield 3 furry art and then buy a banner ad for a month or so and put it on. Yeah, exactly. So we got people like that. So yeah, need that water. Yeah.
I think we got enough this year that next year we'll have to do a panel.
Dude, we're trying. I'm taking this to ConOps. I'm going to find the dude that runs panels. I'm going to scan this for somebody and send it to him and tell him I need a damn room, give it to me. Yeah, we have a video. I'll send a video too. It'll be great. Yeah, so we're looking into a lot of stuff. I'm going to stop talking now and let other people talk. All four guys. So, do any of the other admins have anything they want to say or add or something? Go.
Probably starting high and tired out below.
Alright. This is my opinion on Vote for All Talk. Everyone wants it until it's on. And then they all want it to shut up. We've got some, I believe server 3 might have Vote for All Talk. I don't actually know. If we make a fun server that someone was talking about adding like server 3 back to a US server, we might be able to incorporate an all talk code on that server, but you will probably not see one